I was scrolling through social media to find more information on the failed Flyers-Blues trade, and it seems that Philadelphia Flyers fans are expressing dissatisfaction with Torey Krug. Their discontent is not only directed at Krug specifically but also extends to no-trade clauses in general. While it may not be accurate, some fans believe that Krug is the reason why a potential trade involving Kevin Hayes has not materialized. Certain Flyers fans are eager to move on from Hayes, especially if the reported return includes one of the St. Louis Blues' first-round draft choices. Several reports had suggested a trade scenario where Hayes with salary retention and Travis Sanheim would go to St. Louis in exchange for Krug and a late first-rounder. However, without Krug's consent, the trade would have to be modified, possibly scaled down. It's important to note that Torey Krug has done nothing wrong. Leave Torey Krug alone, Flyer fans. He is simply exercising his rights as outlined in his contract. Krug has a no-trade clause, and he is well within his prerogative to use it. The Blues were interested in signing Krug, and Krug himself wanted to play in St. Louis. As part of the negotiation process, Krug and his agent secured a no-trade clause in his contract with the Blues. Both parties agreed to this arrangement, and that's where things stand. It's perfectly reasonable for a player to negotiate the terms of their contract, just as teams have the right to negotiate as well. According to CapFriendly, Krug signed a 7-year, $45.5 million contract. He joined the Blues after spending 9 years with the Boston Bruins. It feels like the Blues have been trying to trade Krug as soon as he signed the contract. When a deal works for both the player and the team, it's considered a win-win situation. In Krug's case, such a deal was reached, and it benefited both sides. At 32 years old, Krug may not be interested in being part of a potentially lengthy rebuilding process in Philadelphia. Like any player, he wants to earn money and compete for championships, and he has already secured his financial future. In the NHL, players who are 27 years old or older, or have accrued 7 seasons, are eligible for no trade clauses or no movement clauses, as stated by Puckpedia. Veteran players seek these provisions as a means of protection and having a say in potential trades. It is worth noting that the NHL should reconsider the mechanisms surrounding no trade and no movement clauses in the upcoming collective bargaining agreement, CBA, negotiation, which is set to expire after the 2026 season. There appears to be an abundance of players eligible for such restriction clauses. The NBA has a more stringent system, where a player must complete 8 years of service time and at least 4 seasons with the team he re-signs with to be eligible for a no-trade clause. Only 10 NBA players have had a no-trade clause in the history of the league. The current situation in the NHL seems excessive, with nearly every team having multiple players with substantial contracts and restriction clauses. While Krug rightfully negotiated for his no-trade clause, it is my belief that there are indeed too many of these clauses in the NHL. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.